सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं
Hello, Namaskaram. Yeah, we'll start. Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Yeah, audio is clear? Audio is okay? Okay, okay. We'll start. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guruparambaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya-kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहपति कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलः प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतस्तुन्नन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. ॐ. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are now in the 17th chapter, Shradhaa-Thraya Vibhaaga Yogam. We completed up to verse number 4 and we will continue from verse number 5. So in the 16th chapter, Bhagavan concluded that with the teaching or with the Shastram as a Pramanam, you format your karma. With the Shastram as Pramanam, you format your life, you format your karma. But sometimes it is not possible to understand the Shastram completely by many. So Arjuna has got this doubt. Arjuna asks, Ye Shastra Vidhi Mutsrijya Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha Tesham Nishtatu Ka Krishna Satvamaho Rajastamaha. What happens to those who have not been or those who disregard the Shastram and they live a life? So what happened? Where do they stand? Do they stand in Sattvam? Do they stand in Rajoguna? Or do they stand in Tamoguna? So this is the doubt Arjuna asks, and Bhagavan continues to reply, continues to answer his doubt, clear his doubt. And in the 4th verse, Bhagavan says, Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksha Rakshamsi Rajasaha Pretan Bhutaganamschanye Yajante Tamasa Janaha. The Sattvic people, the Sattvic whose Shraddha, okay, see, we already discussed this. Shraddha means faith, okay, here Shraddha means what faith? Faith means what do they believe, what people believe in. Some people believe in God in a certain way, some people don't believe in God, right? So there are various kinds of people who have got Shraddha, that is the belief or Vishwasam. So that Shraddha decides the gunas. The Shraddha decides the gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas, and the gunas decide the karma. So it is Shraddha, Guna and Karma. All these three always go together only. And how does one have this Shraddha in this life? What sort of belief one has in this life? It all depends on the previous life. So the previous, whatever in the impressions the individual has, the jiva has, those impressions will decide this life's Shraddha. So one starts with a Shraddha which he brings. We can call it as samskaram, you can call it as vasana, all that. Or a jiva who is born in this present janma is bringing Shraddha from the previous janma. And then here, based on that belief, his gunas will be there, and as per the gunas, his karma will be there. And through the experience, it is a continuous process, it is a continuous process. So in this process, one understands, one who realizes the facts of life, and through which and also one who understands that this life, the karma is not important, because karma leads to more and more vasanas, and starts one who starts to do self analysis, right? Inquiry into self. What is my true nature, etc. So the sattva guna increases, and that is the light of knowledge. All this we discussed, and then the Shraddha changes, right? There will be a change in the Shraddha, and correspondingly the gunas will change, and correspondingly the karmas also will change. So these all three go together. It's not rocket science. It's very simple, not difficult at all. Okay, whatever one believes, that belief, according to the belief one lives. Okay, that person has to change the Shraddha to change the gunas, and then the gunas will change the karmas. Okay, so here Bhagavan says in the fourth verse, Satvikaha, those who are in the Sattva gunas, they do worship Devas. They worship Devas like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, or Ganapati, or Sun, Moon, Kali, Devi, okay, all these Kanda, all these Devas, Bhumi, waters, right? So all these, they worship all these Devas, and Rajasaha. Rajasaha means those whose Shraddha is Rajasic. Whose Shraddha is Rajasic. What does that mean? See, you understand, very simple. It is not difficult. Whose Shraddha is Rajasic means one who wants to enjoy certain things. The desires are there to enjoy. Bhogam is required. I want to enjoy this. I want to enjoy that. Enjoy means see, smell, taste, etc. Okay, without which my happiness is not full. One who believes in this, they are called Rajasic people. Whom do they worship? They worship Yaksha Rakshamsi. Yaksha means, the meaning of Yaksha is, Yakshas are the guardian spirit of wealth. Wealth means it could be money, it could be property, it could be something else. Okay, all that is, they are the Yakshas. They are the guardian spirit of wealth. And Rakshasas, they are of demonic nature. They are hurting others. They are cruel generally in nature. They don't bother about the others' suffering or pain. Okay, they are the Rakshasas. So they worship them. What does that mean? It means that the Rajasic people will do anything to fulfill their desires. So the priority is, I have to fulfill my desire. They worship Rajasaha, Yaksha Rakshamsi Yajante. They worship money, they worship Kubera, right? They worship all those who give them material things. They will look for material things, and why do they want material things? To enjoy life, to enjoy with the five sense organs, with which they think that they will be happy forever. That is a wrong understanding, which is, we call it as ignorance, right? And then the third one, Anye Tamasa Janaha. They, Tamasa Janaha mean those whose Shraddha is tamasic. They worship Bhutan Pretan Ejante. They do anything. They do anything means, you can see even the karma will match with them. Those people will do all sorts of bali, etc. You know, sacrificing the goat and so many other animals, okay, to get something or other. You can say this witchcraft. All of that comes under the Tamasa Janaha. So Bhagavan says, it's very clear. Satvika Janaha Devan Yajante, Rajasaha Raksha Yakshamsi Yajante, Anye Tamasa Janaha, they worship Pretan Bhutancha. See, anyway, that will come in the next verse. We will explain there also. Yeah. We'll go to fifth and sixth. Will together we will read. Fifth verse. Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapojanaha dambhahankara samyuktaha kamaraga balanvitaha karshayantas sharirastham bhutagramamachetasah mam chaivantas sharirastham tan vidhyasura nischayan. So, in these two verses, Bhagavan explains about the Rajogunam and Tamogunam. and also explains rituals done towards God with lot of tamogunam and rajogunam that will lead to fall. Okay, that is what Bhagavan says. We'll just see. Ye janaha. One more time we'll read. Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapo janaha dambha hankara samyuktaha kamaraga balanvitaha karshayanda sharirastham bhutagramamachetasaham mam chaivanta sharirastham tan vidhyasura nischayan. Here the word nischaya. Nischaya is here nischayane. No, tan vidhi asura nischayan. Here means asura nischayan means asura shraddha. It is shraddha. Nischaya word meaning is shraddha here. That is the meaning. Let us see. Ye janaha, those who have got dambha ahankara samyuktaha. Dambham means there is no one who is bigger than me. That is the meaning of dambha. There is no one bigger than me. I am the one who does everything. That is ahankara. There is no one who can compare with me. Such people you can see everywhere around. Right? They always compare with others and see that they are always better than the other. Whichever field you take any field, let it be music or let it be knowledge or anything for that matter. So they are all having dambha. There is no one equal to me. Right? That is dambha. Ahankara. I am the doer. Right? I am the doer. I can do things that others cannot do. This ahankaram is there. Even among grihasthas also you will find. See, in family also we will see that there are people who think that my wife and my kids, etc., all of them, they are all depending on me. It is because of me who is earning money with which all of them are enjoying or all of them are having a good life. It is because of me. I am the one who is earning here. See, this is also ahankara or is dambha only. Right? And this man sometimes, not I am talking about everyone, there are some who will, as soon as they come, pani lekar aao, bring some water, khana lagao. So this dambha man who thinks that it is because of me, my wife and kids are all having a good life, who thinks like that, what generally they do, sometimes they say khana lagao, and the wife thinks that pati parameshwar hai. They will do all their service, okay, that they will have a spiritual growth. Whereas this man, without having this knowledge, because of this dambham and ahankaram, he falls. And he thinks inside his heart that everyone is because of me, they are all enjoying their life. This is also dambham and ahankaram. Okay, we have to understand this. So, ahankaram, I am the one who does everything, and it boosts their ego. The ahankaram increases. Kama raga balanvitaha. Desires are there. Okay, lot of desires in all of them. All of this rajogunam and tamogunam. Kama is there, desires are there, and attachment is there. What is the desire? The desire for anything. And once that is acquired, let it be money or let it be anything, As soon as that is acquired, a knowledge also, okay, sometimes knowledge also, after acquiring this, they don't want to lose it. Because losing that makes them suffer. Losing them, it makes them sad. Okay, so that is because of attachment. So first desire to fulfill certain desires, and these desires, once we have the desire, then we get attached to that. Okay, desire itself is because of attachment, and once it is acquired, then we don't want to lose it. So kama raga, so for that they use all sorts of balanvitaha, powerful, they are powerful to fulfill their desire. They use the power to fulfill their desire, and they use the power to keep it along with them, keep it with them, not to lose it. They will use all the power so that they don't lose whatever has been acquired. Let it be anything. Okay. Then what do they do? Sharirastham bhutagramam. This sharirastham bhutagramam. This body is made of 5 big elements, right? Panchabhuta nirmitam is this body. Then sharirastham bhutagramam. This 5 big elements are the one which is holding this body. This body is held together by the 5 big elements. Sharirastham bhutagramam. Then antasharirastham mamcha eva achetasaha karshayantaha. Achetasaha karshayantaha. Antasharirastham mamcha eva. I am the one who is dwelling in everything. When Krishna says I, it is Paramatma, it is Brahman or Atma, Bhagavan, who is dwelling in everybody. Okay? Antasharirastham mamcha eva. The including me who is dwelling in this body, achetasaha karshayantaha, in heartless people. So this jiva is heartless. They don't have any concern for the me who is dwelling in this body and torturing the body. They torture this body with many austerities. They do any tapas, right? They do any tapas, and they weaken the body. They weaken the body. Ashastra vihitam. So Shastra, what is Shastram? Shastra Vihidam, what is the Shastra Vihidam? Shastra Vihidam is know your true nature, know self. Okay, know yourself. And while knowing the yourself, if we have karma vasana, we have that to get rid of that karma vasana, remove the ego, reduce the ahankaram, me and mine, mamata. This is mine, I have done this, I have acquired this, it is because of me that everyone is living here. As I told the people who think that it is because of me, the other one is surviving, etc. This is a Shastram. So what is Shastram is, there is nothing in me. I haven't brought anything into this world. There is nothing, I don't have anything. This body is an instrument in the God's, Bhagavan's hands, Ishvara's hand, and I use this body to just reduce the ahankara and put this for the benefit of others. Loka Sangraham, I put this body into use. There is nothing, I don't want anything. Why I don't want anything? Because I realize that Satchidananda Rupoham. I am the Satchidananda. I am that existence, consciousness, bliss. I am that consciousness which is never born, which never dies, right? And I am the Purna, that is only one. Because of that Purnatvam which I realize in me, right? I am Purnaha and I am only one. In me the whole world arises, etc. So thinking this, I am in Ananda. I don't want anything. That is Ananda. When I feel incomplete, I need things. I want to acquire this. That is why this Dambha, Ahankara, etc. I am the doer. I have to do this to acquire things like that. Right? So this increases. This is Ashastram. So here what Bhagavan says, Ashastra Vihidam. Regardless of the Shastram. Not listening to the Shastram. Not concerned about the Shastram. Ghoram Tapaha Tapyante. For what? For acquiring things. Ghoram Tapaha. They do very violent tapas. Violent practices they do. Right? Like we have heard in Puranas. We have heard in Puranas like Ravana did Ghora tapas. He started cutting his own hands one by one and all, and putting into the fire, and even head also. Right? So like that, when people like Asuras, then Indrajit also did a huge yajnam to kill Lakshmana, etc. Right? Lakshmana Ravana, Lakshmana Rama, etc. All of them, all of these Asuras, the stories of Purana gives us the clear picture of this Asuri Sambat, Asuri people. They do all these Ghora tapas. And now also people do all such Ghora tapas to acquire money, to acquire wealth, to hurt others, do bali, right? Sacrifice, kill the animals and things like that. All of this violent, this is what Ghoram tapaha. They torture their own body. They torture their body for acquiring things. So Bhagavan says, Ashastra Vihitam it is. Not regarding the Shastra, Ashastra Vihitam, Ghoram Tapaha. They do the dreadful and violent tapas, not Satvikam at all, violent tapas, Tapyante. They do practices, Tan, all of them. Tan, Asura Nishchayan Vidhi. Here Nishchayan means Shraddha. Those who are doing such kinds of, what are the Ejanaha? What are the qualities? Dambham, right? Ahankaram. Dambham means there is no one equal to me. Ahankaram, I am the doer. Because of me, all of this. Ahankaram, Samyuktaha, these two together. Then Kama Raga Balanvitaha. They have got lot of desires and lot of attachment towards the things. And Balanvitaha, they use their power to acquire and to hold on. Right? Sharirastham Bhutagramam. They use this body, they use this five body, forget, they don't know that I am dwelling in them, they torture me also. Right? They torture me also. Anda sharirastham mamcha eva achetasaha karshayantaha. Achetasaha means without having heartless people. Heartless, no concern that I am dwelling in that body, they don't worry about it. Achetasaha karshayantaha. Means indirectly what it means? They torture themselves. They torture themselves to acquire things. Everyone is doing this. If you think to get this or that, what do? We are torturing ourselves. By Ashastra Vihitam Ghoram Tapaha. They do tapas, austerities, which is of very violent and dreadful nature. Tapyante, practices they do. Tan, all of them. Asura Nishchayan Vidhi. Know that they are all Asuri in their resolves. They are all Asuri Sampat. They are all Asuri. Means the Shraddha is Asura. Now we will move to the next verse. So what are we supposed to do? What is the Shastra Vihitam? Shastra Vihitam is Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. This should be we should format our life Brahmarpanam. Everything is Brahmarpanam. The offer to God only. All my actions, all the karma and the karma phalam offer to Bhagavan. My life is a Brahma Yajnam. My life is totally Brahma Yajnam. Because I don't want anything. Because Aham Brahmasmi. My true nature is Brahman. I am Atma, which is never born, which never dies. That is my true nature. This introspection or the self-analysis, go deeper and deeper and deeper and know the self. Understand that my true nature is Satchidananda. I don't need anything, including this body. Right? I don't need anything from this world. This world includes this body also. I don't need anything because I am Purnaha. I am Purnam. I am complete. I don't need anything for myself. this constant practice. Then what to do with this body? Brahmarpanam brahmahadar, brahmagno brahmanahudam, brahmaiva tena gandhavyam, brahma karma samadhina. This is the way one should raise ourselves from the Asuri to Daivika. Right? Already we discussed all that in the previous chapter. Now we'll move to the 7th one. So, the real spiritual benefit happens through meditation that is accompanied by spiritual knowledge. Okay? Spiritual knowledge. This is the spiritual knowledge which we discuss now. It is devotion and grace that make life whole. So, next two verses explains this. What 7th verse? We'll go to 7th verse. 5 and 6 we completed. Yeah. 7th. Aharastvapi sarvasya trividho bhavati priyaha yajñas tapas tatha danam tesham bhedamidam srunu. Aharastvapi sarvasya trividho bhavati priyaha yajñas tapas tatha danam tesham bhetamidam srunu. Even the food that is dear to all is of three kinds. So also are the yajñaha, austerities and charities. Listen now to the distinction of this. Sarvasya priyaha aharaha tu api. The food that is dear, that is favorite, priyaha. Sarvasya priyaha aharaha tu api. The food that is dear or favorite to all, trividaha bhavanti. Three types based on their Shradha. Okay? The Shradha, based on their Shradha, these are all three types. We already discussed. Shradha defines the gunas, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. So here the food also. So here food you can take it as what we eat with through our mouth. Okay, that is okay. Simple explanation. Also aharaha means anything that goes inside through the five sense organs. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandham. That which what we see, what we smell, what we taste, etc. All of that through the five sense organ, through the five gates, whatever is going inside is also aharaha. So aharaha tu api sarvasya trivido bhavati. Three types are there as per their Shradha. Three types based on their Shradha. Tatha, similarly, yajñaha. Yajñaha means yagadi, yagam, yajñam, etc. So we can take it as this yaga and yajna, swadharma also. Whatever we are doing as swadharma, whatever we are doing, whatever actions that we are doing in individual's state, whoever it is, maybe a housewife or maybe an engineer, doctor or anyone, politician, whoever it is, whatever is their swadharma, whatever they are been doing, that also you can take it as yajnaha. Okay, swadharma karma. So swadharma karma, that karma. Tapaha, to acquire various siddhis. Tapaha here means austerities. Why the austerities? To get this or that. Okay, tapaha. Tapaha means when the mind is at one pointed, that is tapas. When the mind is one pointed, manasascha indriyanam ekagradha. I forgot the definition. The mind and the indriyas, when they are focused on one thing, that is the tapas. So to tapas for what? Tapas to acquire something, siddhis, some siddhis. This tapaha also, danam cha, charity or social service, right? Charity, giving gifts to someone, or danam, giving this and that to people, etc. And social service, right? All sorts of service that we do with our body, money, etc. Danam. Tesham imam bhedam srunu. Listen to this. Idam imam bhedam srunu. Listen to their Shraddha. Okay, as per their Shraddha. Listen to this. See, this Jivan, already we discussed this. This Jiva, this Purusha, is Shraddhamayaha. Shraddhamayaha is full of Shraddha only. The life is as per the Shraddha. Right? Shraddhamayaha. The way the Shraddha is, that person is like that. Shraddha here means belief. Okay, Vishwasam. Whatever the faith, that will be his life, his or her life. Right? The Jiva, Purusha is Shraddhamayaha. Bhagavan already told today, tomorrow also. So today's our location, each Jiva's location is as per the Shraddha yesterday. And today whatever is the Shraddha will decide tomorrow. The Shraddha from the previous birth we bring into this life. In this life, whatever we change, right? Whatever changes are happening, and at the end, whatever the Shraddha, that will be carried forward to the next life also. Then aharahatu, food. The food which is so favorite, right? So favorite to us, it also depends on Shraddha. Why do we discuss this? The idea of discussing about this Shraddha is when we try to understand our location with respect to the Shraddha, whether it is Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic, etc. When we do a self-analysis, when we study our mind, we will know where we stand. At the same time, we will be able to understand others also, where others stand. Where others, whoever we are transacting, Vyavaharam, okay, we are dealing with husband, wife, children, father, mother and friends and the office and the people, sabji wala, milk wala, everyone, wherever we are having a conversation, a Vyavaharam, when we analyze self, at the same time, we will be analyzing others also. Not only humans, animals also. We will analyze the lives of everyone around us. This helps us handle life much better. If we don't do this analysis, if we don't do the self-analysis, where do I stand, we will never know where others stand also. Correct? How can you understand somebody else's mind unless you study your mind? Unless we analyze ourselves, what are my pains, what are my pleasures, what is the thing that is causing me disturbance, how can we know others, why someone else is behaving that way? When the other is behaving the way, we will never know the background unless we study the mind. You will never know. What we are seeing is some actions only. By seeing some actions, we come to some judgment and we react. Whereas when you know the background, because why that individual is behaving that way, we will know where the other's Shraddha is or the gunas are and why that individual is behaving that way. If we don't know that, we will react to the actions which will end up in more and more confusion and trouble. Okay. We'll move to the next one. So, aharastvapi sarvasya, 7th verse, one more time. Aharastvapi sarvasya Trivido bhavati priyaha yajñas tapas tatha danam tesham bhedamidam srunu. So Bhagavan says, now I will explain. Please listen to this. 8th verse. Ayus sattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhanaha rasyaha snigdhaha sthira hridya aharaha sattvika priyaha. Ayuhu, life, energy. Sattva, here sattva means energetic nature or enthusiasm. Balam, manobalam and dehabalam. Arogyam, dehabalam. Sukham, chitta sukham. Preeti, indriya tripti. Okay, contentment to sense organs. I will explain in detail. Vivardhanaha, increasing. This one. Rasyaha, which is tasty. Snigdhaha, soft. Sthiraha, which gives stability. Hridyaha, hearty. Right? Should not cause disturbance to the mind. Sattvika priyaha aharaha. The food that is favorite to people who are sattvika shraddha. So the food that we consume. So let us just take for the time being that we eat. Okay. For the time being we will take it as the food that we eat. Food that we consume should match with sattvika shraddha. The shraddha should be sattvika. When the mind, okay, when our antahkaranam, when our mind is sattvika, what is the sattvika buddhi? Sattvam means always knowledge, light of knowledge, that wants to know the truth, right? Satyanveshanam, that which looks towards what is my true nature, okay, who am I? So that is the sattvika nature. With the antahkaranam, the mind that searches the truth. So here, to do this research or to do the search for the truth, the body and mind has to be in good condition. It should be sattvika. It should be in good condition. It should be strong. So it is very important for a sadhaka. The mind and the body is very, very important. This is an important tool. Okay, this body, this gross body and the subtle body is a very important tool for searching the truth. Satyanveshanam is done with this tool only. So they are very, very important. There are some food, okay, some food might increase the lifespan, but there will not be any energy. There will not be any energy in it, right? Say like food means whatever we consume, okay, medicines are there, lot of medicines. By having medicines, it will increase the lifespan, right? Generally, it will increase the lifespan, but it will not give us energy. It need not give us energy. Understand? So it will not give energy or enthusiasm. Some food might increase our enthusiasm, but it will reduce the energy. It will reduce the strength of the mind. Alcohol, for example. Alcohol. It will increase the enthusiasm and all, but it will make the person weaker and weaker. Body wise also, after 1 or 2 hours, the body will become weak and the mind also will become weak. But enthusiasm will be there in the beginning. Okay. So that is, some food will give us manobalam, some will increase enthusiasm, but it will reduce the energy. There are some food which will increase our physical strength, but the mind will be scattered. I mean, my personal opinion, meat, etc., Okay, non-vegetarian food, it will increase the physical strength, etc. But the mind will get scattered. Okay, it will increase the dambham, etc. It will increase, it can produce arrogance, etc. It can, okay, it's my personal opinion. So it can increase, there will be increase in physical strength, but mind will get scattered, dambham, ahankaram, etc. It will increase. Then there are some other food which can be very tasty, right? Which will be very tasty. This taste also is a relative thing, but it will be very tasty, but it will damage the body. It will damage the body and hence the mind also. Like a lot of sweet, sugar, carbs, carbohydrate, too much of carbohydrate food, too much of sugar, sweets during Diwali or any you name it. Especially among us, the festivals are many, and in all festivals, the main factor is sweet. Let it be kheer, in the name of Naivedyam, etc. What we add is lot of sugar only. Sugar or good, right? Milk and all that. Ghee. So this food, in the name of festival and God, these very tasty food will damage the body. Okay? It will damage the body. So there should be a control on this. We should understand that this food, whichever is tasty, more tasty, it will do more damage to the body. So, next, there are some food which are very good for the body and mind, but it need not be tasty. Okay. Small example, like I think this bitter gourd, Karela, or the leaves of neem. Okay, these are all good. There are many other things. Whichever is you take, whichever is bitter, even some Ayurvedic kashayam, okay, decoctions, or they are all kashayam. They are very bitter, but they are good for the body. So there are some food which need not be tasty, right? See, make some vegetable with less salt. Less salt means no salt also. It will not be tasty for many. Okay. So there are some food which are not tasty, but which will do good to the body and mind. So what Bhagavan says, a person who is in Sattva Guna will choose food that is good for the body and mind, which will not depend on taste. Okay, so don't go by just taste. So then there is a word priyam. This word priyam is there, right? So you make that one priyam. Once you understand, see how to get it. It's very simple. You read what suppose say sugar. Sugar is tasty. How to get over the craving for sugar? Read about the sugar, how it is damaging the body, how it is injurious to our health. Read about it. Once you read, once you understand it, and if you have the willpower, right? If we have the willpower, we can easily drop. We can reduce the intake of sugar. We can avoid eating sugar. Sugar means all the sweets, etc. Okay, we can have a good control. See, the sweets should not control us. We should not become the slave to the sweets. That's the point. Okay, so yeah, so an individual will naturally like the taste and will have priyam towards those food which are good to the body and mind. Naturally we will have priyam. See, we should develop priyam by knowledge, by understanding about it. Why we are doing this? This body and mind is important. This is a tool till the time we realize the truth. Till the time self-realization happens, till the time we assimilate the knowledge that Aham Brahmasmi, I am not this body, I am not this mind, till the time this body and mind is necessary. After that, if we have been habituated, okay, if we have been habituated to keep the body and mind in healthy condition, it will continue without any kartrutvam, without any doership, because Aham Brahmasmi is assimilated, then that is akarta. Brahman is akarta, non-doer it is, and I am that. After that, whatever is happening to the body and mind, there is nothing called mind, because it's a no mindhoodness. There are no desires, there are no asha, right? All the vasana is gone, manonasham, vasanakshayam, and of course, because of the tattva jnanam is always there. So these three happens, that individual becomes jivan mukta. But till the time, till that happens, the mind and body is important and must protect. That is why Bhagavan says, that is why Sattvic, this verse is very, very important here. So, these are the qualities or the attributes of the food that we should consume. What are the qualities? Ayuhu, it should give energy. It should give energy, and it should give sattvam, enthusiasm should be there. Not that after having a food, we sit for a Vedanta class or Bhagavad Gita, etc., and go to sleep. Right? So the food should be consumed, the food, whatever we consume, should be of that quality which gives us energy to stay for the class. Not only class, any actions that we do, it should be energy, it should supply energy. And manobalam and dehabalam, both the strength to the mind and the body, right? Arogyam also. And it should give sukham, chitta sukham. The mind should feel happy about it. You tell me, will it make us happy if a dead body is there in front of our plate, in the plate? That somebody, or through hurting something, that by hurting someone or hurting an animal or something, if it is there on a plate, it will not give any chitta sukham, right? It need not give any chitta sukham over there. I don't know, it depends on the person. If that gives chitta sukham, fine, then there is no issue. So it should give chitta sukham. Then priti. Here priti means indriya tripti, okay? Contentment to the sense organs. See, I remember this contentment, this priti, small incident. When I was studying for my engineering, I was staying as a paying guest. There, the house owner was a very old lady, alone. Husband was not there for a long time. She must have been 90 plus, and very old, so loving. Once in a while, when the holiday and everything matches, she will tell me, okay, you have food here. You can have food here today. Otherwise, we used to eat in the hotels only. And the vessels, the utensils she uses are small, made of clay only. Small, so small. And normally, whatever we eat in a hotel, whatever I eat in a hotel, the quantity I can consume there maybe just 30%. So small amount. But I'm telling you, the food that so tasty and so good, I did not know why I was only consuming that much. Little bit only. When you have, your heart is full, your stomach is full, you are so happy. I did not realize this, why it is happening. Whereas we used to eat 2 times, 3 times that quantity in a hotel. Whereas there, little bit of food only is required. So happy. When I am looking back, I can see that it is served with a lot of love. Lot of love. Preeti is there. Affection is there. With that, the food is served. So, what I am trying to say here is this preeti, indriya tripti, contentment to the sense organs is very, very important here. Okay, keep on eating till here should not be done. So you should have, the quantity should be moderate, quality should be good, more importance to the quality, and it should be moderate. Preeti, it should contentment to the sense organs. Then vivardhanaha, increasing all of this, increasing this preeti, sukham, the food when we consume, it should increase the indriya tripti, it should increase the chitta sukham, it should increase the energy level, etc. Rasyaha, it should be very tasty. See, this tasty is, as I told you, we should develop a taste towards the food that gives good strength to the body and mind both. Snigdaha, it should be soft, it should not be too hard. It should be soft. Snigdaha, soft, easily digestible. That is what it means. It's easily digestible, like vegetables, etc. Sthiraha, which has got more stability. It should be more stable. The food should be more stable. Sthiraha. Then, I mean that should not get spoiled very fast. Then hridyaha, should be hearty. As I told you, it should be hearty. You should not cause any disturbance to the mind. Right? It should not cause any disturbance to the mind. When the food, you see the food, it should be pleasant. You should not feel like that, aversion towards that food. These are the food which is sattvika priyaha. These are the food that is favorite to people. That is to be consumed by the sattvikaha. So ultimately, sattvika food is that food which gives energy, which gives dehabalam, which gives manobalam, not making lazy or sleepy after food. Eat moderately and sensibly. 9th onwards we will do next class. Okay, we'll stop today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.